Shell Oil Company presents Eb and Zeb. And now we're ready for another entertaining visit with Eb and Zeb, keepers of the Corn Center General Store. Their failing business has had the expert study of an efficiency man, and their long-shot gasoline pump, installed upon the recommendation of salesman Sharp, has not exactly caused a traffic jam in front of the store. It costs a great many people a great deal of time to buy gasoline carelessly. If you hired an efficiency man to help you save money, he would recommend that you be sure of what you're getting. Think of the difference in value between a one-purpose gasoline and the new Shell. Shell 3-Energy gasoline is a combination fuel made entirely of the three kinds of energy your motor needs. It's an all-purpose fuel offered at regular gasoline prices. Shell 3-Energy gasoline contains not one, but all three of the essential motor energies. In the past, you've even paid premium prices for single-purpose gasolines, recommended to do one thing well. Until now, no triple-energy gasoline has been available. Try Shell 3-Energy gasoline. It's a gasoline triumph, a quality product made to give you everything you want in a fuel. Here we are at the store. The boys are hopeful that the young and wealthy vagabond Hector Smith, who shares his fortune with people who are kind to him, will show up soon. Today we find Zeb out in front of the store repairing the pump, damaged yesterday when he backed his car into it.
Oh, Eb! Eb! Eb!
Yeah? What you want?
Come here a second, will you? I want you to give me a hand to fixing this here gas pump.
I don't know nothing about fixing a gas pump.
No, you don't have to know. I got this here now handbook that Mr. Sharp left with us. It tells all about it. I'll read it to you, and all you have to do is just what it says.
No, all right. But gosh dang it, you're always figuring out work to do, Zeb. Well, what does the book say? What does it say?
Keep your shirt on, I'll tell you now. It says here, the long-shot gasoline pump is built to last a lifetime and positively will not get out of order.
That's a fact. It ain't got out of order of gas since we had the darn thing.
However, should it cease to operate smoothly, a child can repair it.
Well, why don't you get a child to repair it? What's the idea of taking up my time?
Oh, say, keep your trap shut, will you? And let me see what it says to do. To repair the pump, first remove the jacket.
I ain't got no jacket on.
Well, take off your vest then. I don't suppose it makes a heap of difference.
Oh, all right. But it don't sound like it makes sense to me.
Of course it makes sense. A feller always takes off his coat and vest when he goes to work, don't he?
Yeah. Well, go on. What else does it say?
Now, wait a second now. Oh, yes. It says, after the jacket is removed, remove the two shoes.
You mean I gotta take off my shoes?
Well, that's what it says here.
Well, I ain't gonna do it.
You gotta do it.
I won't do it.
I tell you gotta, Eb. It says here, remove the two shoes so you can loosen the nut marked 4B.
Must think I'm going to loosen it with my toes.
No, I don't give a darn how you loosen it. But you gotta do what the book says.
All right.
Now, as soon as the nut marked 4B is loosened, remove the brass pin.
No, sir. Right there's where I quit. You can get somebody else to fix your pump. I'm not going to take out that brass pin.
What's the matter with you? Why not?
Because that pin's what holds up my pants.
Oh, well, let the pin go. But go on and loosen the nut.
Well, where is the nut? I don't see it.
Just a second now. According to the picture here in the book, it's down inside the pump. I allow you'll have to take the cover off.
Well, give me the hammer, and I'll take it off for you.
All right. Take it easy.
Knock that off there.
Got it?
There you be. I reckon this here's the nut it means.
Now, wait till I take a look at the picture here. Nut 4B. 4B. Oh, yes. Yep, that's the one. All right, then it says to throw out the gear.
I think we ought to throw out the whole darn pump. Is this the gear?
Now, wait a second. Yep, that's it. Throw it out.
Where'll I throw it?
I don't care where you throw it. Toss it into the trash can over there.
All right, what next?
Well, just a second now. Throw out the gear, and then take out bolt 5 and ratchet.
Do what to it?
It says here ratchet.
Must be a misprint. Must mean scratch it.
Oh, what in tarnation would you scratch it for?
'Cause it itches, I suppose.
Hmm.
Say, hand me them pliers. I'll get a hold of this here.
What's the matter?
Danged if I can pull those bolts out.
Well, bear down on her. You getting her?
Yep, yeah, there she comes. Here she is.
Oh, for the land's sake now, what in thunderation you doing? I didn't say to take out the hull inside to the pump. Was that bolt 5 you pulled out?
No, but it was the same thing.
The same thing? What do you mean it's the same thing? The book said to take out bolt 5.
No, I couldn't find bolt 5, so I took out bolts 2 and 3.
Oh, dad ding it. You give me a pain. Now we never will get this mess together again.
I'll get it together.
Yes? Well, let's see you do it. Do it. Go on and do it.
Well, don't rush me. I'll do it.
Well,
all right.
go on.
Hey, look at this here.
Next time I let a darn fool work on this pump, I'll do it myself.
Hey, where do you reckon this gadget goes?
Wait till I look in the book and see what it is. I reckon that's lever B.
What's that?
Lever B.
That suits me. I'd just soon leave the whole job be. Here's something else that don't seem to fit in no place.
Well, just a second. Oh, here it is, right here in the picture. That's part ought to. Goes right in there.
What part you say it was?
Ought to.
You mean it ought to go in there?
No, I don't mean no such thing.
Well, then it don't go in there.
Certainly it does.
But you just now said it didn't.
Oh, I didn't nother. I said that's part ought to.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, it ought to go in, but it don't.
Oh, gosh almighty. Here, give me that. Now hand me the cover.
All right, here it is. Here's the cover.
I can fix the darn contraption while you're standing around thinking about it.
Yeah, but I bet it won't work.
Well, I bet it will work.
Bet it won't.
Well,
Look at all them parts you left out laying on the ground.
well, what about it? We can use them sometimes to make another pump. Now, grab a hold of that there crank and give her a turn. We'll see whether it works or not. No so much. Say that.
Why, the darn thing works backwards. I told you couldn't fix it. It works backwards.
Well, what if it does? Before I fixed it, it didn't work at all. Quit your crabbing and put your shoes on. There might be a customer coming along any minute.
Yeah. Maybe that young fella that's giving all his money away will be along.
Yes,
What's his name now? Hector Smith, ain't it?
that's right. I darn near forgot about him. We'll have to be keeping sort of lookout.
Well. Now, what are you standing there scratching your head like that? Why are you doing that?
Well, 'cause that's the only way I know how to scratch it.
Well, danged if it ain't Mr. Clark, the efficiency expert. How be you, Mr. Clark? Something we can do for you?
Yes, you can pay your bill for the advice I gave you.
Shucks. We didn't take your advice.
Yes, we did, Eb. We took part of it. Remember, Mr. Clark, you told us to do something to get passing cars to stop here? Well, we put in this gas pump.
Gas pump? Do you call that a gas pump?
Certainly it is.
And you fellows are trying to run a service station?
Sure, we're selling long-shot gas.
Say, let me give you a little piece of advice.
Not at the $100 a crack.
Oh, no, I won't charge you for this. But let me tell you something about the public's attitude toward gasoline. Long shot may be a good gasoline, and it may not. But your wise motorist doesn't take a chance on a brand he doesn't know.
You mean a feller wouldn't stop to buy long shot gas?
Well, now, why should he? Here's a man driving a car propelled by a fine piece of mechanism, a gasoline motor. Why should he put into that mechanism an unknown, untried brand of gasoline when he can get a brand he can be sure of at practically the same cost?
Hey, I never stopped to think of it. But, Mr. Clark, how about trying some of this long shot and telling us what you think about it?
Oh, all right. My tank holds 15 gallons. It's down to 6, so fill her up.
All right, go ahead, Eb. Fill her up for Mr. Clark.
You want me to fill it, eh?
Yes, go on, get to work. And wind that handle.
How much is that?
3 gallons.
Oh, wait a minute. I must have read that gauge wrong. It's only registering 3 gallons right now. You'd better put in 12.
All right.
Exercise will do you good. Go on, pumper.
I'm getting tired.
That's too bad.
How much have you put in now?
6 gallons all told.
All right, go ahead and... Oh, say, what's the matter here? This gauge registers 0. Take a look in my gas tank and see what's wrong.
Just a second.
Go around the back, look at the gauge, the back of the tank.
Oh, shut up. Well, I'll be dad derned. I'm sorry, Mr. Clark, but you see our pump's a little out of whack. Instead of pumping gas into your tank, it's been pumping it out.
Well, people ought to be willing to stop just to see that pump operate. We hope the boys realize that Mr. Clark's advice is well worth listening to. And here's something else worth listening. Shell Free Energy Gasoline, supplying quick energy, power energy, and anti-knock energy, needs only an introduction. It will sell itself when you try it. The reason is that Shell Free Energy Gasoline is made to your order. Shell took motorists' statements of what an ideal gasoline should do, found they checked perfectly with practical and technical standards, and made a gasoline to fit. And the result was the first combination, all-purpose fuel. A gasoline that makes it possible for your motor to respond every time under all conditions. Quick starts, bursts of speed, smooth, even pull, and reserve power, together with the highest anti-knock efficiency of any non-premium fuel on the market. Shell Free Energy Gasoline has all these. Drive into any Shell dealers. Say, fill her up with Free Energy.